Hello and welcome to a video with me, Winner Android, with another video of Weekly Andrew, in which, I don't actually have that much to talk about this week, considering, well, just don't really care about the anime that much this week. Probably just due to the fact that, beginning of this season of anime, and, well, next week at this point, next season starts. Considering that's the first anime that has an anime I'm watching that starts airing, is on the 1st of April. But, just get straight to talking about the anime, I guess, with 86 finally having its final episode of Season 1, in which we kind of have it where the first half of the episode is kind of more focused on Shin and the others there a bit, and then the second half is for Lina, basically, from what I can tell. In which, of course, Shin and Lina being so similar to each other basically are doing exact same things. Yeah, both visiting graves, Shin going to Jean's and Lina going to her father's grave, and both of them doing other stuff as well. In which Lina is also apparently not going to be the commander of the 86th Independent Mobile Strike Force, in which I did have to take note of that so I'd remember it. Otherwise, I'd not remember the name at all. In which also Annette, Lena's best friend, is also going to the Empire or whatever as well. So that's basically the entire beginning of it up until the end of the episode covered. It's pretty much right there. In which, of course, the end of the episode, both Shin, Lina, and the others finally get to see each other face to face. In which, kind of right there at the end, ends in hand holding. They only just actually met each other face to face, and they're already escalating into hand holding. Jeez! But, other than that, something I didn't actually notice. But, title drop with that hand holding scene there as well. 86. Seriously, very smart. I did not actually notice that, considering it's literally just like a split second that you actually can see it. Very smart, I'd say, and most unique title drop I've ever seen. So, don't think I'm really got much else to say here besides great episode for this anime, I guess. Well, overall, the anime itself is honestly pretty good, I think. So, I'd rate it 8 out of 6. Sure, why not? And from what I can tell, next season, if we do actually get one, which hopefully we will, would probably take about a year or two until we get that, I guess. So, we have to wait a while for another season if it does actually get one. So, now, moving on to World of Leadale, which I literally kind of just added to this purely because it is the final episode for it, which is the first anime of the season that is ending, out of everything that I'm watching at the very least, considering I'm not counting Demon Slayer or like 86 as an anime that was airing for the season, considering Demon Slayer started last season and ended a few weeks ago, while 86 was, just the 2 episodes. So not counting those 2 anime as anime I'm watching this season. But, World of Leadale basically only really added to this purely because it's the final episode and just want to cover it like I kind of normally do for anime that finish airing. So, only thing that's actually happened in the final episode, Kana built a house. That's all she really did. And all that's happened in the episode. So, overall, the anime is just good. Nothing special at all, to be honest. But if you just want to watch something pass by time or something, or just want something to watch, well, here you go. It's a good anime, I guess. Not a. Seriously, it's not anything special. It's just good. That's all I can really say. And that's just going by how much I enjoyed it, to be honest. Not bad, not great, just good. Nothing else. But, yeah, as I said, not really anything to actually say there for World of Leadale, so that's already over at this point, and which is the end of all the anime I actually have to talk about this week. And the only other thing, to be honest, is, yeah, Lessons in Love. Version 23, Part 1. Which I'm pretty sure Part 2 is basically like releasing this week, if it hasn't already. But that's just for Patreons. Or Subscribe Star. People subscribed on Subscribe Star. So, yeah. Probably going to have to wait a week or two, I think, before I get to see that. So, yeah. But version 23, Part 1, 4 events for Miku, Maya, and Otaha. In which I basically went and did Otaha's event first, considering I was able to immediately do that, because I was still on the weekends after the Christmas party from the previous update. So, yeah. Did Otaha's event first, in which Otaha and Ronin kind of solved the whole problem that arose during the Christmas party, I guess? Not exactly sure if it's. Don't think it's really completely resolved, but I think it's mostly over. I think. Not exactly sure. But of course, the whole thing there allowed Sensei to get closer to Otaha. So, yeah, another thing that happens there, I guess. Besides the fact that Sensei also followed Otaha to her vocal lessons with Nikki. For whatever reason. Yeah. It also kind of ended with a double date with Otaha and Rin and Sensei and Nikki. Which not really that much happens there besides the whole end of that series of events, which led to them kind of making up with each other in more ways than one. Yeah. So next, I did Miku with her first 2 events, considering I can't do the other 2 events until after I did Maya's, considering other ones I had to be on the weekends, which I couldn't do until after I got Maya's event, because Maya starts on Saturday. So, yeah. Intervention after everything that happens at the Christmas party, again. So, yeah. Makoto and Miku are both competing against each other at this point, I guess I can say. Since Miku is now officially playing this game, I guess. And kind of surprising that there aren't exactly any problems between Makoto and Miku when it comes to all this. They're perfectly okay with both of them basically competing here. Yeah. I guess it's also not surprising considering they are best friends and everything. I guess. Not exactly sure. But all that's happened. And I'll probably actually have a bit more screenshots here than what I can actually fill into this little part where I'm talking about Miku's events. Because, yeah, just wanted to try and get more screenshots from Miku considering, yeah, I kind of think she deserves a bit more love. Which I'm pretty sure she's also the first of the second half of all the girls on floor 1 that we're going to start actually romancing, considering, well, we have officially started on Miku's now, so I guess we have conquered dorm room number 3, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's something I can say now. Don't know which the next one is going to be, but, not exactly sure. But, yeah, Maya's events. in which, of course, has most of what I would be talking about in this date, with it being the big one, I guess. So, Maya's birthday, in which is also pretty much a date at a festival, in which in the morning when Maya shows up at your home, yeah, had a nice little talk there, I guess, I'm sure. Kind of? Yeah. Also, smile count during the series events for Maya, in which I think got up to like 5, though I think there's like 1 or possibly 2 that weren't counted, so it's probably like 7 instead. And those 1 or 2 weren't counted purely because Sensei didn't actually see it. So, in the morning, Maya noticed a note in Sensei's room signed M, which we've all kind of assumed to be Maya, in which she wasn't the one that actually wrote that note. And this note, of course, being the one from the There Is Nothing event from the end of chapter 1. Yeah, that's jumping back quite a bit now. Which is the first time I think this has actually happened where we've kind of gone back to something that's happened like first half of the game that we currently have so far. Yeah. Maya noticed that event, that note, and kind of just left the note herself there. I guess replying to the one that was already there. So, yeah. Something's definitely going to happen when it comes to those notes. That's for sure. Because there's no way something's not going to happen. And also, Maya has a theory about how I and A end up showing up to the roof during the last reset, which, if I remember everything about the last reset and what happened afterwards correctly, yeah, I think it might actually be true. That's the theory she has. Not 100% about it, considering I don't exactly remember everything perfectly, considering, yeah, that was months ago that I played all that, so, yeah. But I think it's a pretty good theory that Maya has. But, yeah. Event ends with egg time, in which I still don't really understand what egg time is, but we had egg time. And also, last thing to mention when it comes to Maya's events here, yeah. This is the final event Maya gets in Chapter 2, which I'm also kind of guessing means we are approaching the end of Chapter 2. So, in total, Maya has 4 less events in Chapter 2 than she had in Chapter 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure overall we've actually had more main events so far in Chapter 2 than we had in Chapter 1. But a ton of those events are chained together, so yeah, in my mind, a lot of those events are kind of just individual ones that are, yeah, spread out a ton to different scenes, basically. Yeah. But one other thing I actually do kind of want to mention that does actually kind of have to do with Maya's events, considering, well, yeah, wasn't during Maya's events, but we came across that girl again, who we still don't know the name of. But she was just conveniently selling watermelons. Which, of course, Sensei bought for Maya. Yeah. We still don't know her name. This third time we've seen her, considering I'm pretty sure we saw her right at the end of the Christmas event, the old Christmas party thing, and her in the backgrounds there. But, yeah, we still don't know her name. I've seen her 3 times so far. That was the second time that Sensei's actually seen her. But, yeah. We kind of gotten a few hints about her name, I guess. And which is that's basically that. Her name is very funny, apparently. Yeah, that's the main hint we've actually gotten so far. But I think that is enough that we could possibly start taking guesses, considering I personally feel like this is a character that we've actually seen before and know the name of. Kind of. Yeah. Very funny name. And of course, knowing a lot more than what she should, for sure, considering, yeah, even Sensei caught on to that. She kind of knows more than what she should, considering, yeah, knows that he's a teacher. Yeah. Firstly, I would have to guess, in somehow, she is one of those angels. I don't understand how or anything, but that's my current guess. Considering if, yeah, funny name. That's the only thing I can really think of. Those two angels that's practically just laugh a ton, or at least at the very beginning laughed a ton, and then actually did start talking more. Yeah, that's my current guess. Not exactly sure though. But that there is actually everything for Lessons in Love done with the exception of, yeah, it has been rebooted. The game has been removed from itch.io because of copyright and Koikatsu, which I'm pretty sure Koikatsu is owned and created by Illusion. So whatever company this is, yeah, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure this is entirely false. They don't have any copyright on that, from what I can tell. Considering I did do a search for that company, I literally couldn't find anything, to be honest. At least anything when it comes to Goikatu or Illusion. Couldn't find anything there. So, yeah, don't think there's any problem here. And it's just a matter of time until it's back on itch.io. But I did check the developer's Twitter, in which so far just has a single tweet kind of mentioning this. But yeah, apparently this is not the first time this happened, apparently, and the current record for how long it's taken itch.io support to actually get to him was like 20 days or something. So I think it's possible. Going by that, the next updates will have been released by the time itch.io gets back to him. To get the darn game back on itch.io. So, yeah. Guess we're going to have to wait until that's back, I guess. But there is all the anime and games that I did this week, I guess. Then I had anything to talk about. So, yeah. Kind of went over this at the beginning of this video, in which was for next season of anime. I have actually looked at that, and I looked at it at the beginning of the winter season, before the winter season actually started, and added a bunch of the anime to my watch list back then, so went and looked at anime again, added a few more, in which the total counts now up to 27 anime that I have on my watch list for next season. 27. Yeah, I think I'm watching a bit too much anime this season. Though one of them is Madoka Magica, which going by a schedule that for when anime is airing and everything. So, yeah. Going by a schedule for when everything airs, Madoka Magica's 4 episodes all air on the same day. So, yeah. Don't guess I need to really count that. So, actually just 26. if we remove Madoka Magica from that. But still, quite a bit of anime, which is basically like still twice as much as what I normally watch or something. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I also actually have something to watch on every single day of the week, which I think may be the first time this ever happened, where I don't have a day during the week where I have no anime to watch. But yeah, Winter Anime, which first anime of everything I'm watching, starts April 1st, so yeah. Guess I'll be covering that stuff in 2 weeks, considering, yeah, don't really have time to cover anything that airs on Friday next week, considering that's when these videos are uploaded, so yeah, don't have time to actually record, edit, and everything and all that. But one last thing to mention during this video is, yeah, I still haven't actually gotten around to streaming. But one thing I did do is test my audio levels to make sure all that stuff is good, which I think they are good at this point. But that's just with these headphones. Can't really test things very well with my just without the headphones, considering, yeah, the speakers on my computer here for the monitors and everything are very quiet for some reason. Don't know why they're so quiet, but I know I have the volume maxed on darn things. The volume for the monitors completely maxed out, so can't bring them up any higher, while the actual volume level basically sitting at 50% all the time at a minimum. While my old computer, I basically just needed volume level at like 20 sometimes, but I normally kept it around 30. But yeah, the equivalent of 50% volume from the speakers on my monitors here is about the same as like 10 or 20% on these headphones from what I can tell. So it's kind of hard for me to tell exactly what I should actually be going off of. But I'm just going to guess that the monitors are just super quiet, and that's whatever I'm actually hearing. The headphones is more accurate to how loud it actually is. So I'm guessing all my audio levels are good, but going by that also means my videos have been very loud, and this one will probably be as well, considering I don't use headphones when I'm editing. So yeah, I guess these videos have been very loud. But I don't really care about that much, considering I think it's better than being loud than quiet. But yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to get around to watching streaming next week, considering that is when all the anime for the season is ending, basically. And then the week after that is when it all next season starting, so not exactly sure if I'm actually going to be able to find time to try and stream, but I will try. So, yeah, I guess that there is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.